Hey y'all, welcome back to the ranch. I'm Jared Paul, and today I'm going to show you a little bit of the other side of Jarhead Bonsai, what actually allows me to enjoy my time with the bonsai, what I do for a living. I always try to find a good balance in my trees, and today I'm going to show you how to find a good balance in your body. That's all coming up on today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai. So I started by bringing in all of my trident maples. There was 25 in total, I believe. I brought in all the birch, blackberries, raspberries, apple bonsai, a ton of baby pines that were planted as seed on 12-1. Those were red Connecticut pine, red Chinese pine, black Japanese pine, Scotch pine. There were additional local maples, some sugar maples, and ash trees as well that got taken down into the basement. And I believe, some of my perennial flowers. So there were some lantana and hydrangea and Japanese fantail willows. This is an annual, so I'm probably just going to let that go. There's another one of the pines. And then I have a Jim Dandy Winterberry, and then another one over here. But this pot exploded, so I'm going to have to figure something out to get that inside. This is an empty pot that some raspberries had grown through another pot into. This pot isn't sturdy enough to carry through the house. And then I have my thuja. There's a pine, thuja, spruce forest. Some Pinus aristata. White cedar, black pine, Scotch pine. So they are really pretty. These junipers over here, horizontalis. So I think I'm going to keep them inside somewhere up in the house. These two as accent trees. So, yeah, and then we got a little roots over rock in training. This white pine. So right now I'm going to take a little break ski from doing these plants, and we're going to head out to the garage, and I'm going to show you the 3 exercises that I do absolutely every day that offer your body the proper balance that we try to get for our trees. So stand by for that. All right, y'all. So that did it for the cardio portion of my bonsai workout, and that was bringing the remainder of my plants downstairs that I'm going to be bringing into the basement greenhouse for the winter, because it says it's going to be 27 soon, and I just can't risk it. So I brought the majority in. You saw the few that I'm leaving out. Along with building the health of your bonsai, you have your proper nutrition, right? Just like we should eat whole foods, natural foods, organic, lots of vegetables, fresh fruits, lean proteins, and you get a good balance of that along with your proper hydration. It's the same thing with your bonsais, right? So you have the proper hydration with your bonsais, proper plant food, everything that thing needs, and it will thrive. Okay? Now, when you establish a nice bonsai, what is that one thing I'm always looking for? A nice balance. Is this balanced? And a way that I achieve that in my own personal body every day is I start my day every day with the 5 a.m. boot camp, and throughout that I will do 3 sets of pushing movements and pulling movements with 1 plank exercise, 1 core strengthening exercise in between, just to break it up and give you that additional strength. Okay, so what I do every day is I took half of my max set. Okay, so I just took 100, divided it in half, and I do 50 repetitions 3 times. 50 repetitions of push-ups of some variety, and 50 repetitions of inverted rows of some variety. Now, what I mean by variety is the key to health and nutrition, as far as I teach it, is you have to vary your frequency, your intensity, your technique, and your time. Okay? So you want to vary speed, you want to vary angles, you want to vary different weights. You also want to add in things like plyometrics, where you come off the ground, or where you just simply hold something for a long time, like in isolation. Okay? So it's consistent in consistency. Without further ado, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So how I would start my day is I would start with the first set of pushing movements, okay? So 50 pushing movements. So say I would start with, okay, let's do an incline push-up. Now the key to any push-up is you have your core braced nice and tight, your belly button is flexed, your head is up. I like to have my hands just outside my shoulders. That's the Marine Corps push-up, because that develops more chest. The more narrow you go, like this, would be more tricep. The wider you go is more chest. You keep your head up, you breathe in, going down, and out on exertion every time. So you do that for half of your maximum reps. What I like to do is I'll do 1 set of that angle. I'll do another set on the ground. Each time I like to go down and touch my chest to the ground, right? Breathing out, coming up. And then I'll do the 3rd set, hitting another angle with the feet up on the bench. So here you have to turn your head if you want to get really low. Now, the higher the angle, the higher your hands, the less weight's going to fall. So if you're just starting out, even if you're against a wall and you're doing your pushes that way, that's great. It's better than doing nothing. You're lapping the guy who wasn't doing it, last week on the couch. So that's the first part of balancing. You want to push. Now, I consider this reciprocal training, okay? So the second part of the reciprocal would be this inverted row. Now, these are Monkey Bars. It's a company out of Boulder, Colorado. I've been using them for years. But you could use a straight bar. I use Frank's ballet bar all the time. And same as the push-ups, you can vary your repetitions. You see, same angle though, right? My hips are up, body's in a straight line, head's up. So the natural movement would be this rotation, starting overhand, going underhand. You can also go palms facing each other. Palms up. And then nice high elbows with an overhand grip. Now, same thing, you want to do an even amount of repetitions, pushing and pulling. So reciprocal training, you do 50 to the front, 50 to the back. Now, if you do overhand, this is working more of your latissimus dorsi, your back muscle. If you go underhand at the top, you're working more of your biceps brachii, that bicep muscle. Okay, but those are both pull muscles. So I will do 50 repetitions of each of those. Okay? And I'll do that 2 times through. And in between the second and third set, I'll pop down. And I'll do a low plank for about a minute. And you want to focus on keeping your head up, your elbows under your shoulders. Your body is in a nice straight line with your hips tucked. And your feet are nice and close together. Nice big breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Now, a minute a day is great. It's a check in the box. It's a good minimum. If you want to have fun with it, you can challenge yourself with like a daily increase. One time I did it for the halftime show of a Super Bowl. You know, it doesn't really matter. As long as you're getting that core work in, a little or a lot is better than none. So, then I would follow that up with a third set of push-ups and inverted rows, completing the 150 for the day. And then at the end of the work week, I hit a 750, 750, and 5 minutes of planks minimum. You know, so any hikes, jogs, upper body, lower body, total body workouts you get on top of that, it's all a bonus, but you get that consistency. Okay? So just like when you're maintaining your bonsais, right? If you're consistent and you stick with it, that's how you keep your trees alive and you develop them over time. Every once in a while, you do a little extra, you do a defoliation, a pruning, something like that. You know, that's just like working out. Sometimes you do some crazy workout, or you go on an insane hike, you know? That's those days, all right? So that's where I see the parallel between anatomy and physiology and, you know, human physical fitness and developing bonsai trees. So there you go, you got a little sneak peek into the other side of Jarhead Bonsai. I hope you enjoyed your time on the ranch today, guys. I really did. And coming up soon, I have some peach, apple, and sequoia seeds in the fridge. We're gonna get those planted, and a few other things coming up all this fall. So hope you enjoyed this time. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the ranch, y'all. Have a great day.